Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Now, we're going to go over the latest news on Shedeur because a lot of people saying that he's stuck in Cleveland. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about what his coach, Kevin Stefanski, said about his development. And also, there's an analyst that's saying that Shedeur has been exposed, and he needs to fix some things, but he has been exposed. His weaknesses has been exposed. So I'm like, all right, what do you mean weaknesses? So we're going to get into that. And also a former USC player hated on Shedeur. He was playing for the Rams, in that last game when Shedeur was getting sacked. Well, Jamil Muhammad had some things to say on social media, and then it turned and backfired on him. So we're going to talk about that. But anyway, let's get into it, man. Guys, give me a thumbs up. That'll be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe. And I do appreciate all the support I'm getting because we're getting a lot of support over here closer to the season start. We know Colorado is getting ready to start their season and things like that. So we're getting a lot of support and a lot of traction over here. And I really appreciate you guys. You already know that. I think you guys already know that. But we're going to go over some news here. And I'm going to give you my opinion on whether I think Shedeur is stuck or not. So beginning the 2025 season, we know that Shedeur is going to be the number 3 quarterback in Cleveland. Okay, I'm going to come back to that because a lot of people are saying he's stuck. And they're saying that for a good reason. So it says here, the coach's response as far as Shedeur. So head coach Kevin Stefanski defended his handling of Shedeur Sanders, dismissing notions of intentionally limiting his development and affirming his commitment to the rookie's growth. Now, here's the analyst perspective, and I'm going to cover these 2 points. Former quarterback Achilles Smith warned that Sanders' transition to the NFL has exposed technical weaknesses like poor pocket discipline and slow decision-making, but encouraged him to stay positive and earn his spot. Despite on-the-field challenges, Sanders remained a fan favorite. His jersey sales are soaring, and media commentary emphasizes his value off the field as much as on the field. And also, they brought in Bailey Zappi. The Browns have added quarterback Bailey Zappi to their practice squad. Zappi, who spent time with the Chiefs earlier this season, brings depth in the quarterback room. So I knew they were going to add one more person. Now, let's go back to Kevin Stefanski for a second. I want to go there because a lot of people seem to think that Shedeur is stuck. And he's saying that he is committed to the quarterback's development. Let me just say this. Early on, when Shedeur got there, early on, there was a lot of talk about him sliding in the draft. I felt like Shedeur was a first-round draft pick. I mean, we could agree to disagree on that, but that's how I feel. I feel like he's a first-round draft pick. I saw what he did in Colorado, and it was like a lot of problems on the offensive line. The offensive line at Colorado this year has been beefed up. Okay, everybody on that line is 300 pounds this year. And they have some experience on that offensive line. But neither here nor there. Yes, he was the most sacked quarterback in college football for the past 2 years. And this past game really got me thinking, like, what's really going on here? Like, I've been thinking what's really going on here. I've been thinking it. But when you put Shedeur in the game against an offensive line that you're not even going to keep. You're not even going to keep this offensive line. Only one person out of that whole offensive line that was blocking for Shedeur is still on that 53-man roster. Okay. So why put him in there? Why don't you give him the same offensive line that Dillon Gabriel has? Because you did give Shedeur that offensive line that Dillon Gabriel had, right? And Shedeur did really well against the Carolina Panthers. In fact, I said that was his easiest game in 2 years because he had an adequate offensive line. That's really all he needs. And I know a lot of people are saying, like Achilles Smith is saying that he hold on to the ball too long and he has poor pocket presence. Maybe you will have poor pocket presence as well if you feel like you're about to get beat up and you don't have no confidence in your offensive line. I go back to high school for a minute. I remember the offensive line that we had was really bad. And the quarterback was dancing in that pocket like he was dancing for Michael Jackson because he was scared. Even he said it in the huddle one time, I'm scared. And, I was a tight end. They brought me in, we did max protection, but that offensive line couldn't hold up and he was scared. And, it got so bad, they wanted to put me in at center. And I did play center. Okay, guys, I am 6 feet tall, 6'1". Okay, at the time, I was 175 pounds. Why am I playing center? 185, whatever it was. Why am I playing center? Because it was an emergency. So that could be the reason. Because we have to compare the games for a second. I'm not going to take too much of your time, but listen, guys, listen. You listening to me right now. You know the Carolina game and the Rams game, something went wrong here. He did very well throwing in tight pockets, tight windows and everything like that against the first team at Carolina. What changed? The offensive line changed. Okay, they're trying to make it seem like we're not seeing what we're seeing. That's what everybody doing. They bringing all these analysts out. They're trying to make us see what we're not seeing. It's a battle between the traditional media and YouTubers. Remember I said that. There's a battle. You're seeing what you're seeing. Okay? They're trying to tell you you're not seeing what you're seeing. Forget about the Carolina game. They're trying to say that was a fluke. That's really what they're saying. Nobody said nothing about his pocket presence at the Carolina game. Nobody. No one. It was set up for him to fail. I don't care what nobody say. It was set up for him to fail because they put him in with offensive linemen that they were not going to use and they didn't care about. That's how they felt about Shedeur. Okay? That's why people are saying he's stuck. That's what I wanted to say there. That's why people are saying that Shedeur is stuck. Because they say one thing, we're committed to his growth. You're not committed to his growth because you could have got him hurt. You're not committed to his growth. I don't want to hear that. Coach Prime know what the deal is. Go listen to how Coach Prime answered that question. My kid's going to be all right. I take care of mine. Just listen to the way he said it. He knows he can't say certain things on the camera because he has to be politically correct. I don't have to be politically correct. They taking little shots at Travis. They taking little digs at Travis. Travis is going through it as well. He just announced the birth of his son. You should see that comment section. They are tearing him a new one. Okay, they go through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it's just the platform they're on. They're gonna go through it now. So that's why they're saying Shedeur is stuck. If you're sitting up there putting him in with offensive linemen that you know you're not going to keep, why keep Shedeur? Let him go somewhere else where people could use him and appreciate him. So that's what I wanted to say right there. Jamil Muhammad. Oh my God, Jamil. Jamil Muhammad had posted on his Instagram. He's a former player at USC. He had sacked Shedeur in the game, and he put on the caption "perfect timing," just throwing a shot, and he don't messed around and got cut. And it's so bad for him right now that the comment section, he had to shut down his comment section. That's how bad it is. But on some of the posts that he still had the comments up, they went there. People don't found old posts just to comment and get at him. So I just wanted to say that, man. Jamil, hating on another brother don't get you but so far, man. You know what I'm saying? Shedeur didn't get cut. I'm just letting you know that he's still on the team, regardless of you saying perfect timing or not. He's still on the team. He's still on the NFL roster. And he shut down his comment section. It was hilarious, yo. But yes, Shedeur right now is quarterback number 3. And I'm telling you right now, he's going to play in England. They playing in London for a game, and you know they're going to play him. It's almost like they're using him for clout. That's what it's out. Because the Browns, we weren't talking about the Browns last year. And I don't care. The Browns have a few good people on their team, don't they? They have a really nice tight end and a really good pass rusher. We still wasn't talking about the Browns. Nobody was checking for him. That's like an island you go to just to get a little money if you're good. Nobody was checking for him. Nobody. And we're checking for him now because Shedeur is there. That's how much clout he has. That's why we're checking for him. But wasn't nobody checking for them prior to this? Y'all know that. Shedeur, and we always say it, the internet aunties and the internet uncles, we say this. Wherever Shedeur go, we go, and we're only here for Shedeur. If Shedeur goes to the Jets, guess what? We all Jets fans now. I'm already a Jets fan, but you guys will have to embrace my Jets. Oh, yes. I wish that was the case because I would go out to the stadium. Guys, at the stadium, you could drive up there. It's like a road go through the stadium. So I could just drive up and then park up at the stadium and do what I got to do out there. Okay? Oh, yes. That's what would have happened. As soon as he got his pickup orders, I would have been right there. I'm like, Shedeur, welcome to the tri-state area. I have to say welcome to the tri-state area. I can't say welcome to the Big Apple because MetLife Stadium is in New Jersey. It's on the New Jersey side. They need to call it the New Jersey, New York Giants and the New Jersey, New York Jets. But they don't do that. The stadium is in New Jersey. Okay? I don't have to cross the water to go to the stadium. It's in New Jersey. So, Shedeur, I would have loved to have welcomed you to the tri-state area. I would have loved to have welcomed you there. But Shiloh, hey, Shiloh, I know you're picking a team right now. You're looking around. Shiloh, you might want to check out the Jets. It's really nice areas. Don't think of Jersey as dirty Jersey. There's really a lot of nice areas in Jersey, Shiloh. Edgewater, Hoboken. There's a lot of really nice hidden gems here that you will love. Oh, yes. So, yeah, think about it, Shiloh. We'll love to have you because he's trying to make his decision now on which team he's going to give his services to. In Shiloh, I think the Jets, I think the tri-state area will love to have you. We'd love to have your brother, too, but the Browns are tripping right now. But, guys, I did want to say that teams were reaching out to him. And I know people are trying to get confirmation because you guys only, not all of you, but some of you, let's be real. I'm being real with you. I'm not trying to hate on nobody, but you guys don't listen to nobody if the video got under 40,000 views, if it got under 40,000 views, you're not listening. But I'm telling you, I know people that's there. I can get tickets right now for free, to the games, but I'm not sure if I'm doing it, man, because I thought Shedeur was going to be there. But nobody, when I said, yeah, teams were reaching out, teams were reaching out and all that, they were reaching out. They were reaching out, man. That's why people are saying he's stuck. But something wrong or how his dad responded. You saw how Coach Prime responded. He said, my kid's going to be all right. I take care of mine. They're going to be all right regardless of football. So, yeah, man, he a little bothered by it, man. I don't know him personally to say that he's not. He is. He's a father at the end of the day. Those are his kids. And he wants them to do well. And they will. It's just their careers are just getting started. And there's a lot to talk about between now and their careers, man. It's a lot to talk about. But, yeah, man, the coach, Kevin Stefanski, I don't know what to say, guys. I really don't know what to say. Because he's saying one thing, yes, we are committed to his development. You're not committed to you didn't give him no first team reps. You didn't it wasn't a quarterback competition. You already sealed the deal that you wanted Dylan Gabriel. That's it. Okay? You didn't want Shedeur. I saw how your faces looked on draft day. You didn't want to draft him. Okay? You didn't want to draft him. And you lied to him. You said if you work hard, things can happen. He worked hard. He's out there working. But the thing is, you didn't put him in a position for him to excel. You didn't give him no first team reps. You didn't give him a chance because you know he would have showed out. That's why. You didn't give him a shot with the first team offensive line or anything like that because he would have showed out. You didn't give him a chance to throw to Jerry Jeudy in a game or the tight end in the game, Njoku. You didn't give him that chance. You put him out there with the offensive line that you knew you weren't going to keep. We all see it. You can't sit here. Even Kurt Warner knows something is wrong. So everybody see it. But you guys are going to continue to say, no, we're committed. I am committed to his development. I am. Yes, I don't listen to outside noise. I am committed to his development. Yes, I am committed. I digress, guys.